In recent discourse surrounding the war in Ukraine, there has been an alarming shift in rhetoric, with some voices in the United States and beyond hesitating to call Russia and Vladimir Putin aggressors. This shift is not only a departure from historical precedent, but also a distortion of legal and political realities. It is crucial to reaffirm key facts. Ukraine is the victim of an unprovoked war of aggression. Russia is the clear violator of international law, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is not a dictator, but rather the democratically elected leader of a nation under siege. Volodymyr Zelensky was elected president of Ukraine in 2019 with a landslide victory of 73% in a free and fair election, widely recognized by international observers as legitimate. Unlike autocratic regimes where elections are manipulated, Ukraine's political system has remained pluralistic and competitive. Ukraine operates under a parliamentary presidential system wherein the Verkhovna Rada, Ukraine's parliament, exercises legislative authority. Zelensky does not wield unchecked power. His decisions are subject to parliamentary approval and legal scrutiny. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022, Ukraine has implemented emergency measures, including martial law. These measures are consistent with wartime governance in democratic states throughout history, including the United States during the Civil War and World War II. Importantly, these measures have been taken with parliamentary backing and are subject to review. While martial law has led to some restrictions, Ukraine continues to host independent media, active political opposition, and vibrant civil society organizations. These factors stand in stark contrast to Russia, where opposition figures are imprisoned or killed and independent media is systematically crushed. Russia's invasion of Ukraine is a textbook example of aggression under international law. Article 2, paragraph 4 of the United Nations Charter prohibits the use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and its full-scale invasion in 2022 are clear violations of this principle. The United Nations General Assembly has repeatedly condemned Russia's actions, with overwhelming majorities affirming Ukraine's sovereignty and demanding Russia's withdrawal. Russia's military actions, including the targeting of civilians, mass executions, forced deportations, and systematic destruction of infrastructure, have been documented by independent bodies such as the UN Human Rights Council and the International Criminal Court. These constitute war crimes under the Geneva Conventions. Recently, there has been a concerning reluctance among some policymakers in the United States to explicitly name Russia as the aggressor. This shift has serious consequences. If the United States and its allies cease to hold Russia accountable in clear terms, it weakens the global legal framework that deters future acts of aggression by authoritarian regimes. By failing to label Putin and Russia as aggressors, the West signals weakness, potentially emboldening not only Russia but other hostile states with expansionist ambitions. The post-World War II international order is based on clear principles of sovereignty and the prohibition of aggressive war. Normalizing ambiguous rhetoric risks eroding these norms, leading to a more unstable global security environment. Zelensky is not a dictator. He is the leader of a democratic nation fighting for its survival. Russia is the aggressor, having violated international law and committed war crimes. The United States and its allies must remain firm in their commitment to these fundamental truths. Any hesitation to call out Russia's aggression risks legitimizing one of the gravest threats to international stability in modern history. Now, more than ever, clarity and moral courage are needed in the global discourse on this conflict.